Hello, my name is Thalia Micah. Welcome to the Institute of Integrative Health Specialists. Today we have a special guest for you, Dr. Guangming Li. We are having a conversation about annotations of acupuncture sites. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Okay, now let's talk about the Shenting, right? Shenting, Shen is one character, Ting is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Shen by itself, it is a compound character. On the left, originally is a character or a word, and on the right is another. So actually, the meaning, the new meaning of this compound character relates to the meanings of the original characters or words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the radical word, we usually call the left part radical. Original meaning, or the word is a shi, meaning the English translation is a manifest, demonstrate, or show. But this is not just any shi, it is any demonstration or show. It is it has something with the worship ritual.
Okay, so you're talking about the radical, which is the left side.
The left side,
which means.
Which means it is actually it is a photographic. No, I'm sorry, pictographic of a platform. Where you put things on the on top, and then you worship, you wish there's something miraculous from spirit to show off, to enlighten you, right? And the right part really is a shen. It's a shen. Shen actually it is related to the pictographic or the visual impression of lightning. It's something from a mysterious place. Yeah. So of course people may say, oh, this is a also ideophonetic characters, but you can say that because the shen and the shen, you can see the similarity, right? So the right part also informs the sound, right? But the meaning is something. This is a spirit from upper level.
That's what it means to us as well. Shen means like spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your heart houses your shen.
Yeah. Okay, this is one part. And the ting, actually, ting, the English translation is a courtyard or spatial hall. So I have not studied of human physiology or anatomy, so you can imagine the ting. If this is this is the area, why it's called a ting? Think about the courtyard.
So at that point we're talking about, it's actually located right here.
I don't know about that. So you are the expert.
So when you say that, that's why my face was like, oh my God! Like when they were thinking about naming those points, they were also thinking about like helping people understanding what they do without having to do too much work. So that point is just right here.
Yeah. Why it's called a ting? It's whether there's some kind of a space in there, or there's some is a perceptual or conceptual or symbolic, that I don't know.
Right.
But there's the meaning that you use ting. It's courtyard. It's open. Ting is an open space. It's open space, right? So it's not it's not like the second syllable of the next name, tang. It's a different. Okay, so basically, shen ting xue. You can imagine that this is the meaning of it, and you receive this open space. Okay, but at this point, from that point, you can sort of somehow connect or activate whatever. I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Yes, you're actually right. That's why I said, I thought you just knew.
I don't. I'm just, so that could be, of course, sometimes, I think it's better that we use this as a reference rather than we see this as a reality. This is the truth. This is a reference because these things, they're also metaphorical in a way. There's other things.
Right.
Yeah, there are other things. So, but I think by understanding the lyrical meanings of these characters may help us understand, give us a reference when we think. Right, either strategically or technically, when you communicate with patients, you can think of different ways, different linguistic or verbal expression to guide them.
So one of our doctors actually from school, every time he gets a patient, he always does those 3 points I mentioned about YinTang. Now I know it's Shenting.
Yeah, right.
The next one I'll be able to say it, but for us it's Du24. So he always uses it as a way to, it's like to create a connection, right? Like to help people calm their mind and stuff like that. With you explaining it the way you just did, for me, like in the spiritual aspects of it, it will be kind of like a way to help people connect with their higher self, right, to their higher being. Because usually after those treatments, when people are done, they go home like, I just want to rest, I don't know what's going on. But it's usually like, but it's always in that order for me, almost always. And I'll always get that same answer, regardless if the person came in that like sympathetic, ready to go, and then they always can just come back down. And even with pain, actually we get a lot more result with pain using those points.
I see. Okay. All right. So, I'm learning something too. So.
Yeah, I'm learning something too. I'm learning a lot. I'm excited.
Okay. Well, then is the next YinTang 学. YinTang 学. The yin is one character. Originally it's one word, and the English translation is a print, seal, stamp, or chop or mark. This I got this from the sort of a popular Chinese language website. But originally, yin means yin originally was a pictographic word that depicts a hand pushing down the head onto maybe like a bowing or something like that, 磕头, something like that. Put on the ground. So that's what it original means, or it portrays.
How is this word different? Because when we talk about yin and yang, right, for us, yin and yang is like it's always easier to refer to it as like the female aspect of things that nurture, that do all that. How is that? Because to me, when I saw YinTang, I was always excited. I'm like, oh, I know, like, it nurtures it, but when you're explaining it, it's different.
Okay. Here comes the importance of the tone.
Okay.
Okay, when we talk about the yin-yang, it's a yin, it's a level tone. This is a yin, it's a falling tone.
Okay.
So the tones are different.
Okay, so these accent for us makes a difference.
Okay. So that is the original meaning of that. My guess is probably that is where maybe it is for medical purpose, to touch this part on the ground, and maybe there's a hand to help or something like that. That could be the thing. I don't know.
Or it's punishing.
To be punished. So
in other forms of medicine, this is actually your third eye. So kind of like the people are like, oh, I'm going to open my third eye so I can connect with the spirit world, or however people want to express it. So this would be considered your third eye.
Yeah, maybe that's how they sort of determine to locate the actual point. That could be the case.
Right.
Yeah, or just there's a saying, if someone is not really enlightened, maybe it's not good for him or her to have the third eye open. So close your third eye. Don't open it. That could be the thing too, right? It's a possibility, right? So maybe be an ordinary person. It's good for you. Yeah. Okay. So here again, Tang means hall. Hall.
Okay.
Or a room.
So, because it means the hall of impression. That's what YinTang Dose means for us. It means the hall of impression.
So I don't know whether probably there's a space inside too. Yeah. Now we have Shenting Xue, right? Shenting Ting is an open space. Tang is a closed space. I don't know whether there, the why, the Tang is chosen for this point, right? I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of inner space. That could be. I don't know. Maybe the ancient people, they saw it, they knew it. Nowadays, we just know the name and we don't know what they mean, right? It's not tunnel, just a space, a hall, hall. Like in the room is like living room, like a hall, right? Also like an office, like this. It can be a tongue. That can be a tongue. But there's other. If you know more Chinese language, then you would have I say more better understanding. More accurate understanding. Yeah. But generally speaking,
tongue means powder. Like when we doing the herbs, if we say Bajan tongue, so we know we're giving the person powder. So that's what they teach us. So this is. Yeah, but again, amazing. But this is a different tongue.
Right. This character is very important.
Okay, that's what.
That's for room. Okay, so YinTang Xue. So, we know the space. The spot, and also the name itself suggests there's a space.
So
what is the space?
For people who do when you talk about the chakras, right? This is your third eye chakra, as aforementioned. So usually, people, you would use that to help people clear their mind, open for connection. You massage it in massage therapy when you do massage treatments to help people calm down. So in some ways, what I'm noticing, there's some kind of connection in all these different modalities and healing modalities, right? So there's our ancestors knew what they were doing. The connection was there. It doesn't matter where you're from in a way, right? Because when you talk about chakra, you're talking about a totally different medicine, from Asia, from India per se, I meant to say. So this is.
Yeah. So open space, closed space.
Open space, closed space, all in the same word.